Did you know, with just a few songs, a band can change the whole world? Not because they are famous, but because their music has made everything different. The Beatles are a clear proof of that, as they not only created beloved hit songs, but also sparked a widespread rock wave that changed the way we perceive music. And today, we will look back at 10 songs that built that legend, songs that are not only listened to, but remembered, sung along to, and lived with across generations. Let's see how many of them you recognize. If you love music as much as we do, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like, because this journey is just getting started. Number 10. In My Life.
There are places I remember.
There are songs that don't need to be too complex, yet still stay with people for a very long time. In My Life is one of those songs by the Beatles. Appearing on the album Rubber Soul, the track carries a clear Baroque pop style, partly thanks to the refined arrangement by George Martin.
These places have their moments.
The melody is gentle but memorable. It doesn't need a strong climax, yet it still leaves a very distinct mark in the listener's heart. What's special is that the song shows a more personal side of John Lennon, where he reflects on memories, people, and moments from his life. Even though at that time there were disagreements between Lennon and Paul McCartney in songwriting, it did not lessen the beauty of what the Beatles created. On the contrary, those differences contributed to the band's clear evolution in sound.
The people and things that went before.
And in just over 2.5 minutes, In My Life is not only a memorable song, but also proof of the band's growth in storytelling through music.
Love you more.
Number 9. Something.
Attracts me like no other lover.
Nothing is more romantic than a song that can express emotions you cannot put into words. Something is such a song by the Beatles. Led by George Harrison, the track proved that the quiet Beatle was not only a talented guitarist, but also a songwriter capable of creating deeply emotional love songs.
Somewhere in a smile, she knows.
The melody is soft and smooth, not flashy, yet powerful enough to touch listeners from the very first notes. That subtlety helped the song quickly gain popularity, and beyond that, it reached number 1 on the Billboard chart in the United States, a clear testament to its appeal.
Stick around now, it may show.
Something doesn't need a big climax or complex structure, yet it leaves a deep impression. And sometimes it is exactly that simplicity that makes a song timeless.
You know I believe in how.
Number 8. Help.
I was younger, so much younger than today.
It sounds cheerful and energetic, but behind it lies a completely different story. Help is the title track of the Beatles' 1965 film, and upon release, it quickly topped the charts in both the US and the UK, becoming one of the band's standout songs of that period.
And I do appreciate you being around.
With its fast, catchy rhythm, Help clearly reflects the band's rapidly growing fame. This was when they were not just successful, but a global phenomenon. However, that explosion also brought pressure, and this is evident in the song's energy. A melody that seems upbeat, yet carries a sense of urgency and tension. Help is not just a simple pop song, but a sign that the Beatles were entering a new phase, where fame and music began to change together. And that is what makes it even more memorable, not just for its melody, but for what it represents.
If you can, I'm feeling down.
And what about you? Have you ever heard a song that made you feel like you were no longer alone? Because the Beatles' music always has a way of connecting millions of people. If you feel that too, hit like and subscribe so we can continue living in those musical moments together.
Please help me, help me.
Number 7. Strawberry Fields Forever.
Take you down, 'cause I'm going to.
There are songs that are not just meant to be heard, but to step into an entirely different world. Strawberry Fields Forever is such an experience by the Beatles. With a strong psychedelic pop and rock style, the song creates a magical feeling from the very first notes. Inspired by John Lennon's childhood memories, the track does not follow a traditional structure. Instead, it is built in a very unique way, creating a space that feels both familiar and mysterious. The highlight lies in its distinctive musical structure, along with the use of the mellotron, combined with elements like Indian harp sounds, all blending into a truly unique sonic color. Upon release, the song made a strong impression and is considered one of the Beatles' most innovative works.
I think it's not too bad.
Strawberry Fields Forever is not easy to understand on first listen, but that difference is exactly what makes it so captivating. And from here, the Beatles showed they were not just creating popular songs, but opening entirely new directions in music.
Strawberry Fields Forever.
Number 6. While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
I look at you all, see the love.
Sometimes music is not just melody, but emotion expressed through every note. While My Guitar Gently Weeps is such a song by the Beatles, carrying a clear blues rock tone and showcasing the band's refined musical collaboration. The highlight is the guitar solo performed by Eric Clapton, a rare contribution that left a strong mark.
I don't know why.
The guitar is not just technical, but acts like another voice, conveying deep emotion throughout the track. The song stands out with its tight arrangement, where each member contributes to a layered whole. Without needing complex structure, it still carries weight through genuine emotion.
My guitar gently weeps.
This is not just a blues rock song, but proof of the Beatles' musical synergy. And that is what makes it one of the most memorable songs in their career.
Still my guitar gently weeps.
Number 5. Yesterday.
Now I need a place to hide away. Oh,
What's remarkable is that one of the most famous songs in history began from a dream. Yesterday, though credited to the Beatles, was actually written by Paul McCartney after he woke up with the melody fully formed in his head. Its simplicity, just guitar and light arrangement, made it stand out from other pop songs of the time.
I'm not half the man I used to be.
It doesn't need fast rhythm or dramatic climax, yet it delivers deep emotion that listeners can easily feel. When the line, "Yesterday, all my troubles seemed so far away," is heard, it's not just lyrics, but a familiar feeling of nostalgia.
All my troubles seem so far away.
The song quickly conquered global audiences, reached number 1 on the Billboard chart, and became one of the most covered songs of all time with over 2,000 versions. From then on, Yesterday became not just a song, but a shared memory across generations.
Oh, I believe in yesterday.
Number 4. Let It Be.
Find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes.
Some songs are born in the hardest moments, yet bring peace to millions. Let It Be is one of those songs by the Beatles, blending pop rock and gospel into a gentle yet emotional melody.
Speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
It was released at a time when the band faced many changes, especially before Paul McCartney announced his departure. That gave the song deeper meaning, not just as music, but as acceptance. When listening to lines like "Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be," one can feel a clear sense of comfort, like a reminder that sometimes the best thing we can do is let go.
Let it be, let it be, let it be.
The song touched many hearts and reached number 1 in the US and many other countries. It doesn't need complexity to be great, because its simplicity and sincerity make it unforgettable. Number 3. I Want to Hold Your Hand.
Oh yeah, tell you
If there is a song that can completely change a band's career, it is I Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles. This was not just a hit, but the starting point of Beatlemania spreading worldwide. Upon release, it quickly reached #1 in both the UK and the US, marking a turning point that made the Beatles a global phenomenon. With its simple, catchy, energetic melody, listeners could sing along instantly. Without complex structure or technique, it still created strong appeal through freshness and positivity. And perhaps without this song, Beatlemania would not exist as we know it today. It is not just a successful track, but a milestone that opened a new era in popular music. If you have ever had moments where the Beatles' music touched a deeply personal memory, where melodies remain even as time passes, hit like and subscribe. We are here to preserve the truest emotions of music, and this journey is not over yet. Number 2. A Day in the Life. Some songs are not just music, but an experience beyond all boundaries. A Day in the Life is one of those songs by the Beatles, considered the perfect closing piece of the album Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. It combines the songwriting styles of John Lennon and Paul McCartney, creating a structure completely different from typical songs.
Well, I just had to laugh.
It does not follow a linear narrative, but is built like scattered fragments that come together into a powerful whole. The highlight is the orchestral crescendo, gradually increasing in volume, creating a sense of controlled chaos that keeps listeners guessing. This creativity has kept it ranked among the greatest songs of all time.
Fell out of bed, dragged a comb across my head.
It is not just a song, but proof that music can break limits and open entirely new creative approaches.
They know how many holes it takes to fill the Albert Hall.
Number 1. Hey Jude.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad.
There are songs that go beyond music, becoming a shared moment for the whole world. Hey Jude is one of those songs by the Beatles, beginning simply with Paul McCartney's voice and piano.
Time you feel the pain, hey Jude.
Unhurried, unpretentious, it opens gently like a quiet comfort. But as it progresses, it grows bigger, stronger, and more emotional. Despite being over 7 minutes long, which was rare at the time, it stayed at #1 on the Billboard chart in the US for 9 consecutive weeks. When the chorus, na 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 na, begins, it is no longer just a studio recording, but an experience millions can sing together. That moment turned Hey Jude into more than a song. It became a symbol. And from here, the Beatles' music was not just to be heard, but to connect, to share, and to live on through time. And those are the 10 songs that built the Beatles' legend. Their music may have been created long ago, but the emotions remain intact to this day. What about you? Which song stays with you the most? Leave a comment below and don't forget to subscribe to explore more musical legends. Did you know? There is a band that completely changed the way we experience music. They didn't just write great songs. They created moments that made the whole world stop and listen. From heartfelt ballads that move millions into silence, to explosive anthems where entire stadiums beat as one. Queen was never just a band. They were a cultural phenomenon. And today, we're going to explore 10 songs that built that legend. Let's see how many you recognize. If you love music as much as we do, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like, because this journey is just getting started. Number 10. I Want to Break Free. Released in 1984 on the album The Works, I Want to Break Free is one of Queen's most accessible songs. Written by John Deacon, it carries a clear pop sound, different from the band's usual complex rock style. From the very first notes, the song creates a light and familiar feeling, but underneath lies a strong message about freedom and the desire to break free from limitations. The synthesizer plays a key role in shaping the sound, making it modern and memorable for mainstream audiences. What makes it even more special is the music video, where the band members appear dressed as women, humorously parodying a British TV show. Upon release, the song quickly became one of Queen's most popular tracks worldwide. It is not just a pop song, but proof of Queen's ability to evolve with time. Number 9. Another One Bites the Dust. Released in 1980, this became one of Queen's most successful songs in the US. Written by John Deacon, it features a funk disco style, clearly different from the band's usual rock sound. Right from the start, the iconic bass line creates a strong pull, instantly drawing listeners into the groove. The minimal arrangement makes each sound element stand out clearly and effectively. Initially, not all band members believed in the song's success, but after release, it quickly reached number 1 on the Billboard chart and became one of their biggest hits. Its success comes not only from the catchy melody, but also from how directly it connects with listeners. It proves Queen could go beyond rock and conquer multiple genres. Number 8. Somebody to Love. Featured on the 1976 album A Day at the Races, this song highlights Freddie Mercury's extraordinary vocal ability. Heavily influenced by gospel, it creates a rich and emotional musical space. From the beginning, the song feels like a heartfelt search for connection. The layered harmonies were recorded multiple times to create a choir-like effect, giving the track a grand scale. The standout element is Freddie Mercury's voice, not just technically impressive, but emotionally powerful, expressing loneliness and longing in every line. Upon release, it charted highly and became one of Queen's most impressive live performances. It is not just a song, but a deeply emotional experience. Number 7. We Will Rock You. Written by Brian May, this is one of the simplest yet most effective songs in music history. It was built on the idea of turning the audience into part of the performance. Instead of complex instrumentation, the song relies mainly on 2 sounds: stomping and clapping. This simplicity creates a powerful, memorable rhythm that can spread on a massive scale. In live performances, its impact becomes even clearer as thousands of people join in the same beat, creating a collective experience few songs can achieve. The short guitar solo at the end completes the structure and adds emphasis. It is not just a song, but a symbol of connection between artist and audience. And those simple rhythms can instantly bring back memories of moments when crowds moved as one. What about you? Have you ever stood in a stadium and felt that rhythm? Because Queen's music is not just to be heard, but to be shared and experienced together. If you felt that, hit like and subscribe so we can relive those moments together. Number 6. Radio Gaga. With its signature synthesizer sound, this became one of Queen's standout pop songs when released in 1984 on The Works. Written by Roger Taylor, it reflects the changes in the music industry during the rise of television and MTV. The song features a catchy melody and repetitive chorus, making it instantly accessible. The electronic sound combined with a simple structure gives it a modern feel for its time. Lyrically, it speaks not only about the decline of radio, but also about the value of traditional music experiences, adding depth beyond entertainment. In live performances, it creates a special moment when audiences clap in unison. It shows Queen's adaptability in a changing era. Number 5. Under Pressure. A collaboration between Queen and David Bowie, released in 1981, this became one of the most iconic songs of both artists. The collaboration created a unique musical identity. The song stands out with its instantly recognizable bass line and the way the two vocal lines interact like a dialogue. Its theme revolves around pressure in modern life, expressed through direct and relatable lyrics. Despite mixed reactions to the album Hot Space, the song achieved great success and gained even more appreciation over time. It is clear proof of Queen's creative flexibility and collaborative strength. Number 4. The Show Must Go On. Marking the final phase of Queen's career, this song appeared on the 1991 album Innuendo and carries deep meaning. Written by Brian May but defined by Freddie Mercury's performance, it features a powerful melody and rich arrangement that creates both a dramatic and resilient atmosphere. The structure builds toward a strong climax, intensifying emotion throughout. Freddie Mercury's vocal performance is especially remarkable, recorded while his health was declining, yet still full of strength. This gives the song a raw and emotional authenticity. Its message is about moving forward despite hardship. It is not just a song, but a symbol of perseverance. Number 3. We Are the Champions. One of the most iconic anthems in music history, associated with moments of victory around the world. Written by Freddie Mercury and released in 1977, it quickly became more than just a rock song. It became a symbol of pride and self-affirmation. From the first piano notes, it feels familiar, as if it has always existed in life's most important moments. The steady melody makes it easy to follow and remember. Its strength comes from simplicity and confidence. When the chorus begins, it becomes a shared voice of millions. It is not just a song, but an emotional experience tied to memories of achievement. If Queen's music has ever touched a personal memory for you, and those melodies still remain, hit like and subscribe. We are here to preserve the truest emotions of music, and the journey continues. Number 2. Don't Stop Me Now. One of Queen's most energetic songs, released in 1978 on the album Jazz and written by Freddie Mercury. From the very first piano chords, it creates excitement, like stepping into a limitless night. The song never slows down. Everything flows continuously from verse to chorus, blending piano and guitar into a non-stop stream of energy. Freddie's vocal performance expresses pure freedom, making listeners feel released from all limits. Live, it becomes one of the most explosive moments, with audiences singing and moving together. This unstoppable energy makes it one of Queen's most beloved songs. Number 1. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Life had just begun.
One of the most revolutionary songs in music history. Released in 1975 on the album A Night at the Opera, it breaks all traditional structures by combining ballad, opera, and rock into one piece.
So nothing really matters.
Written by Freddie Mercury, it was a bold experiment that achieved rare perfection. Each section has its own identity, yet together they form a seamless and emotional whole. Despite early doubts about its length and complexity, it quickly became a global phenomenon. Its value lies not only in technique, but in its emotional impact. Each listen reveals something new. It is not just a song, but a musical legacy. And those are the 10 songs that built the legend of Queen. Their music may have been created long ago, but the emotions remain unchanged to this day. Which song is your favorite? Leave a comment below. And if you want to explore more musical legends like this, don't forget to subscribe, because there's still so much waiting ahead. Do you know that just one man changed the entire history of modern music? He didn't just sing, he created a revolution from ballads that made millions fall silent to performances that made the whole world debate. Elvis Presley turned rock and roll into a global phenomenon, and today we will explore 10 songs that made him a legend. Let's see how many of these, you know. Number 10. Are You Lonesome Tonight?
Sorry, we drifted.
Written as early as 1926, Are You Lonesome Tonight is clear proof that Elvis Presley didn't need to shout or show off technique to captivate audiences. With its gentle opening and spoken interludes, the song creates an intimate feeling, like a direct confession to the listener in a quiet space.
The chairs in your parlor.
What makes it special is Elvis incorporating a spoken word segment that includes a quote from William Shakespeare, something rarely seen in pop music at the time, giving the song uniqueness and depth. On stage, Elvis often improvised the lyrics, sometimes adding humor or spontaneous emotion, creating versions that were never the same twice. This made every performance a unique experience for the audience.
Shall I come back again?
Upon release, the song quickly reached number 1 on the Billboard chart, proving the emotional power Elvis could convey. This is not just a ballad, but a doorway into his inner world. Number 9. Love Me Tender.
My life a wreck, not complete.
Love Me Tender is one of the most iconic ballads of Elvis Presley, adapted from a melody from the American Civil War era. When Elvis first performed the song on The Ed Sullivan Show, the audience reaction exceeded all expectations. In a short time, the song received over 1 million pre-orders. An incredible record at the time, showing his immense appeal.
I always will.
The gentle melody and simple yet emotional lyrics made it a timeless love song. Unlike energetic rock songs, this track revealed a softer side of Elvis, an artist capable of deeply connecting with listeners through sincerity in his voice. Although Elvis did not frequently perform the full song live later on, its impact never faded. Love Me Tender is not just a song, but proof of his ability to balance strength and subtlety in his style. Number 8. Can't Help Falling in Love.
Wise men say
Appearing in the film Blue Hawaii, Can't Help Falling in Love quickly became one of Elvis Presley's most famous songs. Inspired by an 18th century French ballad, the song carries a classic beauty while remaining accessible to modern audiences. With its slow melody and heartfelt lyrics, Elvis often used it as the closing number in his performances. This was no coincidence. It created a sense of completeness, like an emotional farewell to the audience.
To the sea, darling, so it goes.
The song reached number 2 on the Billboard chart, but its value goes far beyond numbers. It is one of the rare songs that can quiet an entire venue and connect thousands of people through the same emotion. Number 7. Heartbreak Hotel. Heartbreak Hotel marked a major turning point in Elvis Presley's career as it was his first single with RCA Records. Unlike the cheerful songs popular at the time, the track carried a gloomy, almost haunting tone, opening a completely different musical space. Initially, many record executives worried the song was too sad to succeed, but Elvis proved them wrong. With his distinctive voice and emotional delivery, he turned Heartbreak Hotel into a chart-topping hit in the United States, touching millions of listeners. The song's success lies not only in its melody, but also in the atmosphere it creates. A deep sense of loneliness where everyone can find a part of themselves. This was also when Elvis showed he didn't just sing rock and roll, but could tell emotional stories through music. And maybe, it's melodies like these that remind us of something so familiar. What about you? Did you find a piece of your own memory in these songs? Because Elvis Presley's music is not just something to listen to. It's a whole youth that once stayed with us. Hit subscribe so we can revisit those moments together and continue exploring legends you may have forgotten for a long time. Number 6. Blue Suede Shoes. Blue Suede Shoes was originally a song by Carl Perkins, but when Elvis Presley performed it, it quickly became inseparable from his image. This was one of the first rockabilly tracks Elvis recorded after signing with RCA Records. Interestingly, Elvis requested that his version not be released while the original was still on the charts. A rare act of respect in the music industry. However, over time, his version became more widely recognized by the public. With its fast, lively rhythm and the iconic blue suede shoes, the song helped shape early rock and roll style. It is not just a song, but a cultural symbol. Number 5. Don't Be Cruel. Written by Otis Blackwell, Don't Be Cruel was one of Elvis Presley's biggest hits before he entered the military. Though only about 2 minutes long, the song carries powerful energy and an extremely catchy vibe, enough to hook listeners from the very first notes. The combination of steady rhythm guitar, solid bass, strong drums, and the signature backing vocals of the Jordanaires created a unique sound, one that later became Elvis's unmistakable trademark. This helped the song stand out and contributed to shaping early rock and roll style. Its success is undeniable as it topped the pop, country, and R&B charts simultaneously, a rare achievement proving Elvis's influence across multiple genres. More importantly, Don't Be Cruel showed that Elvis was not just a passing phenomenon, but a true artist. Number 4. All Shook Up. Also written by Otis Blackwell, All Shook Up is one of Elvis Presley's most addictive songs. With a simple yet highly effective melody, the song quickly dominated the charts.
Who do you think of when you have such a look? I'm in love. I'm all shook up.
It held the #1 spot on the Billboard Pop chart for 8 weeks and topped the R&B chart for 4 weeks. Clear proof of Elvis's peak era appeal. What makes the song special is the blend of piano and rock rhythm, creating a sound that is both energetic and memorable. All Shook Up is not just a hit song, but a stage weapon that always keeps audiences on edge. Number 3. Suspicious Minds.
I love you too much, baby.
After a period of slowdown, Elvis Presley made a strong comeback with Suspicious Minds. This pop soul track was not only a hit, but also a symbol of his impressive resurgence.
We can't go on together with suspicious minds.
With rich orchestration from strings and horns combined with constantly shifting rhythms, the song creates a dramatic and captivating musical experience. It also became Elvis's 17th #1 hit in the United States, and the last time he reached the top spot during his lifetime. The success of Suspicious Minds not only reaffirmed Elvis's legendary status, but also showed he could adapt, innovate, and continue shining in a changing era. And perhaps it is moments like these that make Elvis's music never feel old.
We can't build our dreams on suspicious minds.
If you feel that too, if these melodies touch a memory you've kept deep inside, hit like and subscribe. We are here to preserve the most genuine emotions of music. And this journey continues with you.
Good thing die, oh no.
Number 2. Jailhouse Rock.
Threw a party in the county jail. The prison band was there, they began to wail.
Jailhouse Rock is not just a song, but an iconic cultural moment in Elvis Presley's career. Released alongside the film Jailhouse Rock, the song tells the story of a prison party with an inmate band, a bold and unique idea for its time. Its rebellious content stood in stark contrast to the traditional standards of popular music then. However, what truly made the song immortal was not just its melody or lyrics, but Elvis's performance. With powerful, precise, and energetic choreography, he turned it into a revolutionary act. The synchronized dance moves, confident style, and magnetic presence set a new standard for musical performance. The song quickly reached #1 in both the United States and the United Kingdom, confirming Elvis's global influence. More importantly, Jailhouse Rock helped define Elvis as a complete performer, not just a singer, but a true stage icon. Number 1. Hound Dog. Hound Dog is one of the most controversial yet iconic performances in Elvis Presley's career. When appearing on the Milton Berle Show, Elvis performed the song with bold, hip-shaking moves, something never seen on television at the time. This immediately divided public opinion. Some criticized, while others were completely captivated. But that controversy helped propel Elvis to a new level. He not only broke social norms, but also redefined how an artist performs in public. With raw energy, rebellious style, and absolute confidence, Elvis turned Hound Dog into a declaration of rock and roll. The song quickly topped multiple charts and became one of the best-selling songs of his career. More importantly, this was the moment Elvis transcended the title of singer. He became a cultural icon representing change and freedom of expression. And those are the 10 songs that made Elvis Presley a legend. His music may have been created long ago, but the emotions remain intact to this day. Which song is your favorite? Leave a comment below and don't forget to subscribe to explore more music legends. You've definitely heard at least one AC/DC song, but have you ever wondered which song truly made them legends? AC/DC has dominated rock for decades, and their music still echoes everywhere from stages, radio, to the biggest events in the world. Behind it all are the 10 most important tracks, 10 moments that shaped a legend, and in this video you'll see exactly where that journey began. Number 10. Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. To become legends, a band doesn't just need hits, they need a distinct identity. And for AC/DC, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap is one of those early foundations. Released in 1976, the track quickly became one of the defining songs of their early years. Even though it didn't achieve high chart rankings at first, it spread widely and gradually became one of the most beloved songs among fans. What makes Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap compelling isn't complexity but directness. The simple yet effective guitar riff combined with Bon Scott's raw vocals creates a style that's unmistakable. The song doesn't try to be perfect, it just stays true to its nature. And that honesty helped AC/DC build a strong connection with audiences, not through technique, but through attitude. Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap may not be their biggest hit, but it's one of the first building blocks that helped AC/DC pave their path to becoming legends. Number 9. Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution. If Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap laid the foundation, then Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution reveals another side where AC/DC begins to show depth in their music. Released in 1980 on the album Back in Black, the track wasn't their most commercially successful, but that's exactly what makes it special. Not loud, not rushed, the song opens up a slower space, yet full of weight and control.
We got vibrations coming up from the floor.
Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution shows a more mature AC/DC not just relying on explosive energy, but knowing how to hold back to create emotion. The solid melody, combined with Brian Johnson's distinctive voice, brings a different tone compared to their traditional hard rock tracks. Songs like this helped AC/DC retain listeners over time, not just through power, but through an irreplaceable identity.
And I asked you if you wanted any rhythm.
It may not be their most prominent chart hit, but it's a crucial piece, shaping AC/DC not just as a rock band, but as an icon. And that's what helped them stand the test of time, to become legends. Number 8. Whole Lotta Rosie. At a time when AC/DC was still building a loyal fan base, Whole Lotta Rosie arrived as a timely push. Released in 1977 on the album Let There Be Rock, the song quickly became one of their most beloved live tracks, marking a strong connection between the band and the audience. What stands out isn't complexity, but energy. The fast rhythm, driving guitars, combined with Bon Scott's charismatic vocals, create a raw and explosive musical experience. In live shows, Whole Lotta Rosie isn't just a song, it's a moment. The audience doesn't just listen, they participate. Musically, it keeps the band's signature hard rock sound intact, without softening or changing to appeal to the masses. That's what helped AC/DC establish a clear identity from the beginning. It may not be their biggest hit, but it signals that AC/DC had found their path. From here, the journey of building a loyal fan base truly began. Number 7. TNT.
See me ride into the sunset.
TNT is one of the most important songs in AC/DC's early career. Released in 1975, it arrived as a bold statement of the band's identity. With a simple yet powerful guitar riff, the track quickly became one of AC/DC's most recognizable songs. But what makes it memorable isn't just the sound, it's the attitude.
Got no knife, don't you start no fight.
Bon Scott's vocals don't just deliver energy, they bring a rebellious spirit that AC/DC hadn't fully defined before. Even though it wasn't their highest charting track, it played a key role in shaping their direction. This was the moment AC/DC made it clear they didn't follow trends, they created their own style. You could say the song is like a successful manifesto where AC/DC first revealed the complete version of themselves. And at this point, if AC/DC's music still resonates with you, hit like and subscribe. Because here, we don't just talk about music, we revisit emotions that time can't erase. This journey might surprise you by the end of the video. Number 6. You Shook Me All Night Long. When AC/DC needed a real push to break into the mainstream, You Shook Me All Night Long arrived at exactly the right moment. Released in 1980 on the album Back in Black, the track quickly entered the Billboard Hot 100 Top 40 and became one of their biggest hits in the US. With a memorable melody, clear structure, and catchy guitar work, the song feels more accessible compared to their earlier material. This marked an important transition from a pure hard rock band to a name capable of conquering a much wider market. The song also received heavy rotation on radio, events, and pop culture, helping AC/DC reach a new generation of listeners. More importantly, it marked a major commercial breakthrough, solidifying the band's position on the global stage. This isn't just a hit, it's the turning point that placed AC/DC among the top rock bands. Number 5. Hell's Bells. In the early 80s, when many bands were facing major changes, AC/DC managed to hold on to their identity. Hell's Bells, released in 1980 on the album Back in Black, is clear proof of that. The song opens with its iconic bell sound, one of the most recognizable intros in rock history. It doesn't rush or explode immediately. Instead, it builds atmosphere slowly but with intense pressure. The arrival of Brian Johnson brought new energy while preserving AC/DC's core spirit. This was a phase where the band didn't change to adapt, they evolved without losing themselves. Hell's Bells isn't a stylistic breakthrough, but a statement of strength. It shows that AC/DC didn't just survive a major turning point, they came back even stronger. Number 4. Back in Black. Back in Black is one of AC/DC's most iconic songs. Released in 1980, it quickly became one of the most famous rock tracks of all time. What makes it special is its minimalism. The guitar riff is simple yet perfect, creating a solid foundation for the entire song. It doesn't need complexity, it just needs to be right, and AC/DC executed it flawlessly. Brian Johnson's vocals bring a powerful yet controlled feel. Everything in the song is placed exactly where it should be, with nothing unnecessary. Back in Black isn't just a successful track, it proves that AC/DC had fully mastered their style. They knew exactly who they were and did it better than anyone else. Number 3. Highway to Hell. Highway to Hell offers the clearest view of AC/DC, direct, powerful, and uncompromising. Released in 1979, it quickly became one of their signature songs. The structure isn't complex, built around an iconic guitar riff and a memorable chorus. That simplicity is what gives it lasting appeal. Bon Scott's vocals perfectly capture the spirit of the song, free, rebellious, and unrestrained. This was the moment AC/DC expressed their identity most clearly. Highway to Hell shows that the band didn't need to change to impress. Their consistency is what made them stand out. And that's why the song isn't just successful, it's a rock icon. At this point, if you think Highway to Hell deserves this spot, drop a number 3 in the comments. And if you have a different choice, I'd love to know which one. Number 2. Thunderstruck. Few songs can make an impression within the first seconds like Thunderstruck. Released in 1990, it quickly brought AC/DC back to the center of the rock scene. With Angus Young's fast and precise guitar intro, the song instantly grabs attention. It's a sound that's unmistakable and impossible to replace. Thunderstruck isn't just a successful track. It proves that AC/DC still had their energy after many years. The song appears widely in sports events, TV shows, and pop culture, helping the band reach new generations of listeners. More importantly, it shows that AC/DC didn't just survive, they were still leading. Number 1. For Those About to Rock. After everything, AC/DC closes the journey with one of their most iconic songs, For Those About to Rock, We Salute You. Released in 1981, the track stands out not only musically but also in experience. With its signature cannon sound during live performances, it became an essential part of every AC/DC concert. The powerful melody, steady rhythm, and clear message turned the song into a salute to fans. Unlike other explosive tracks, For Those About to Rock feels more ceremonial, like a heavy, meaningful conclusion. It doesn't need to top charts to matter. Its value lies in the experience. And moments like this are what ensure AC/DC is not only remembered, but honored as legends. These are the 10 songs that turned AC/DC into rock legends, not just because of chart success, but because of their lasting influence across generations. What do you think? Is there any AC/DC song missing from this list? Leave a comment below and share your favorite track. If you enjoy rock stories like this, hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the next video. We're here to tell the stories of music that have stood the test of time. And this journey isn't over yet. The story of AC/DC is just the beginning. The next video will be even more explosive. You have surely heard at least one Led Zeppelin song. But do you know exactly which song turned them into legends? It's no coincidence that they are considered one of the greatest bands of all time. It's no coincidence that their music still influences rock to this day. Behind that success are their most important songs, tracks that not only shaped their sound, but also changed the course of rock history. And in this video, you will see where Led Zeppelin's journey to becoming rock legends truly began. Number 10. Since I've Been Loving You.
Ooh yeah, really makes a lot of track.
To become legendary, a band needs more than power. They need emotion. And for Led Zeppelin, Since I've Been Loving You is the clearest proof of that. Released in 1970 on the album Led Zeppelin 3, this track was not a chart hit. But that was never the point. Its value lies elsewhere, in every note, every feeling stretched through Jimmy Page's guitar. The song was developed from jam sessions where the band freely explored their sound. That spontaneity created one of the most authentic blues rock performances in history. No flash, no formula, just emotion, raw, deep, and haunting.
Since I've been loving you.
In live performances, the song was often extended and transformed, like a conversation between the artist and the instrument. Since I've Been Loving You may not be their biggest song, but it is one of their most important. Because it proves that they didn't just play rock, they felt it. Number 9. Over the Hills and Far Away. If Since I've Been Loving You is emotion, then Over the Hills and Far Away is transformation. Released in 1973 on the album Houses of the Holy, the song begins with a gentle acoustic intro, almost misleading the listener. But within minutes, everything changes. Electric guitar kicks in, the tempo rises, and Led Zeppelin returns to their core. Powerful, free, and unpredictable. What makes this track special is not its complexity, but how it is built. One song, two worlds, one complete musical journey. This was the moment the band began breaking all boundaries. No longer just a hard rock band, but one exploring and expanding its limits. Over the Hills and Far Away may not have been a massive chart hit, but it clearly signaled that Led Zeppelin was evolving. And from that point on, one thing became undeniable. Legends are not made by charts, but by songs that live forever. If you believe that too, subscribe, because this rock journey is far from over. Number 8. Going to California.
With a woman unkind, smoke my stuff and drank.
Not every legend is built on loudness. Sometimes it is silence that makes the difference. Going to California, released in 1971 on the album Led Zeppelin 4, is one of those moments. No drums, no heavy riffs, just acoustic guitar, mandolin, and Robert Plant's emotional voice.
Never let him tell you that we're all the same.
Inspired by Joni Mitchell, the song reveals a completely different side of Led Zeppelin. Gentle, fragile, and deeply human. This is not a stadium song. It is meant for intimate moments, and that is exactly what makes it special. While many bands at the time were trying to go bigger and louder, Led Zeppelin chose the opposite. They stripped everything down, so the emotion could stand out more clearly. Going to California may not be the most prominent track, but it proves something important. Led Zeppelin didn't just know how to create massive sound. They also knew how to create depth. Number 7. Ramble On.
Leaves are falling all around.
Not every legendary song is about reality. Sometimes imagination is what makes the difference, and Ramble On is one of the clearest examples. Released in 1969 on the album Led Zeppelin 2, the track opens a world where music and literature merge. Inspired by The Lord of the Rings, the song does more than tell a story. It takes the listener on a journey filled with imagery and emotion. The gentle folk-inspired opening creates a calm, dreamy feeling, but then suddenly shifts into powerful rock with a faster rhythm, like breaking free from the initial stillness. This contrast makes the song unpredictable and unforgettable. What matters is not the structure, but the experience it delivers. Ramble On was not a major chart hit, but it remains one of the most beloved songs among fans because it shows that Led Zeppelin didn't just write music, they built entire worlds. Number 6. Dazed and Confused.
Dazed and confused for so long, it's not true.
Some songs are made to be heard, and others are made to be experienced. Dazed and Confused definitely belongs to the latter. Released in 1969, the track follows no rules, originally based on a song by Jake Holmes, but transformed by Led Zeppelin into something entirely different. Heavier, darker, and highly experimental.
Run, sweet baby, Lord, how they hypnotize.
What stands out is not just the sound, but the performance, especially when Jimmy Page plays guitar with a bow, an image that has become iconic. In live shows, the song could stretch for tens of minutes, constantly evolving, with no two versions ever the same. That unpredictability makes Dazed and Confused not easy to listen to, but powerful in a very unique way. This is where Led Zeppelin broke all boundaries. No structure, no rules, just music in its purest, freest form. But if you think this is everything, stay until the end. Because what comes next are not just songs, but the moments that turned Led Zeppelin into legends. When music was no longer just something to hear, but something to live through memory. Number 5. Black Dog.
Can't stand still, got a flaming heart, can't get my fill.
At a certain point, a band needs not only creativity, but also a true hit to establish its position. And for Led Zeppelin, Black Dog was the answer. Released in 1971 on the album Led Zeppelin 4, the song quickly entered the Billboard Hot 100 Top 20. But what makes it special is not its ranking, it's the musical structure. The main riff, written by John Paul Jones, is not only addictive but also challenging, as the rhythm does not follow familiar patterns. Robert Plant's vocals and the guitar seem to converse with each other, creating a sense of tension that is both complex and captivating. The listener cannot predict the next beat, and that unpredictability demands attention. Black Dog is not just a hit. It feels like a test for anyone who thinks they understand rock. And Led Zeppelin didn't just pass that test, they turned it into a new standard. This is the moment the band proved they were not only powerful, but also incredibly intelligent in how they constructed music. Number 4. When the Levee Breaks.
Keeps on raining, levee's gonna break.
Sometimes a single sound is enough to make history, and with When the Levee Breaks, that sound is the drums. Released in 1971 on the album Led Zeppelin 4, the track is actually a reinterpretation of a 1929 blues song by Kansas Joe McCoy and Memphis Minnie. But when Led Zeppelin touched it, they didn't just cover it, they completely reinvented it. The revolutionary element lies in how John Bonham's drums were recorded in a stairwell, creating a deep, echoing, and powerful sound that later became one of the most sampled drum sounds in history. Beyond the drums, the entire track is processed with effects, creating a sonic space that feels both classic and modern. When the Levee Breaks was not a chart hit, but its influence goes far beyond numbers. This is not just a song, but a turning point in how music is recorded and experienced, where Led Zeppelin didn't just play music, they shaped the sound of the future. Number 3. Kashmir. If Led Zeppelin has a song that represents scale, it is Kashmir. Released in 1975 on the album Physical Graffiti, this track sounds like nothing that came before it in rock. It does not rely on familiar riffs or traditional structure. Instead, it is built from layered sounds that are heavy, slow, and powerful. Inspired by Robert Plant's travels, the song carries a strong Middle Eastern influence, but it is not world music. It is Led Zeppelin on an entirely different level. Jimmy Page once called it one of the band's greatest achievements, and it's easy to see why. Kashmir is not easy listening, but once you truly feel it, you never forget it. This is where Led Zeppelin didn't just play rock, they created something bigger than rock. And it is moments like this that make their music timeless. If you feel that too, if these melodies still touch a deeply personal memory within you, hit like and subscribe. We are here to preserve the most authentic values of rock, and this journey continues with you. Number 2, Whole Lotta Love. Before becoming legends, a band needs an icon, and for Led Zeppelin, Whole Lotta Love was that moment. Released in 1969 on the album Led Zeppelin II, the song quickly climbed to number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100, marking their major breakthrough in the American market. But what makes it great is not just its achievement, it's the sound. Jimmy Page's opening riff is not only instantly recognizable, but has become one of the most iconic guitar riffs in rock history. However, the middle section is what truly surprises as the music shifts into a chaotic, experimental, psychedelic direction, something very few artists dared to do at the time. Whole Lotta Love is not just a hit, it is a statement. A declaration that rock can be bolder, freer, and unrestricted by any rules. And Led Zeppelin were the ones leading that movement. Number 1, Stairway to Heaven.
And she's buying the stairway to heaven.
And now we arrive at the song that doesn't need charts to prove its value, Stairway to Heaven. Released in 1971 on the album Led Zeppelin IV, the track was never released as a single in the United States, yet over time it has become one of the greatest songs in history. It begins gently with Jimmy Page's acoustic guitar, then gradually builds layer by layer, step by step, constructing emotion. There is no rush, no force. The song develops naturally until it reaches its peak. And then comes the guitar solo, one of the most celebrated of all time, not just for its technique, but for the emotion it delivers. Stairway to Heaven is not just a song, it is a journey, an experience that takes the listener from stillness to emotional climax. This may not be Led Zeppelin's biggest hit, but it is the song that defines them, and the one that made the world recognize that they were not just a rock band. They were legends. These are the 10 songs that turned Led Zeppelin into legends, not because of chart positions, but because of their timeless influence. Not all of them were number 1 hits, but these are the tracks that defined a band that didn't follow trends, but created its own path. And perhaps that is why their music still lives on today. Not just to be heard, but to be felt and revisited again and again. What do you think about this list? Is there any song you would change, or any Led Zeppelin track you believe deserves a spot? Leave a comment below and share your thoughts. If you love rock stories like this, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next videos. Because this is just the beginning, and the journey of rock legends still has so much more waiting to be explored. You've definitely heard at least one song by Journey, but do you know exactly which songs made their name? It's no coincidence that Journey has sold over 100 million records. It's no coincidence that their songs are still being listened to today. Behind that success are the 10 most important tracks, songs that not only topped the charts, but also defined an entire era. And in this video, you'll see where Journey's path to becoming a rock legend truly began. Number 10. Lights. Before becoming a global phenomenon, Journey needed an identity. and Lights was the beginning. Released in 1978 on the album Infinity, Lights was one of the first songs to help Journey reach mainstream audiences. Even though it only achieved moderate chart success, it had lasting power and became a symbol closely tied to the city of San Francisco. What makes Lights special is its balance between rock and ballad. This was the phase where Journey began to transform, from an instrumental-focused band into one centered on melody and emotion, especially after Steve Perry joined. Lights isn't their biggest hit, but it's a crucial foundation. It shaped the style Journey would later develop. Emotional, accessible, and deeply connected to listeners. Over time, it became one of the most beloved songs in their live performances, and it's these early building blocks that helped Journey create a solid path toward becoming legends.
Lights go down in the city.
Number 9. Send Her My Love. Not every legendary song is a massive hit. For Journey, Send Her My Love proves the emotional depth in their music. Released in 1983 on the album Frontiers, the track ranked highly on the adult contemporary chart and received heavy radio airplay. Though it didn't explode like other hits, it still won over listeners with its refined melody. The song shows a more mature Journey, not just about passionate love, but also about distance and sacrifice. Its gentle melody, combined with Steve Perry's emotional vocals, creates a unique atmosphere. Songs like this helped Journey retain listeners over time, not just through impact, but through connection. Send Her My Love may not be their most prominent chart hit, but it played an important role in shaping Journey's image as a band with depth. And that's what helped them stand the test of time, to become legends. Number 8. Lovin', Touchin', Squeezin'.
You make me weak.
At a time when Journey was still trying to expand their audience, Lovin', Touchin', Squeezin' arrived at just the right moment. Featured on the album Evolution, the song quickly pushed the band into the top 20 of the Billboard Hot 100 for the first time, marking a clear step toward mainstream success.
With someone else loving.
What stands out isn't complexity, but connection. The simple na-na-na chorus became something audiences could easily sing along to. In live performances, the line between band and audience almost disappears. Musically, it retains the band's rock roots, but softens them slightly. This balance helped Journey reach a wider audience without losing their identity. It may not be their most iconic track, but it signaled that Journey had found the right direction. From here, their journey into the mainstream truly began.
Oh, girl, what can you say? 'Cause he's loving.
And what about you? When Journey's melodies play, do you remember a time when music wasn't just something you listened to, but something you felt in every moment? If those memories still live somewhere inside you, hit subscribe so we can revisit those days together and rediscover rock stories that may have been asleep for a long time. Number 7. Wheel in the Sky. Wheel in the Sky is one of the most important songs in Journey's early career. Released in 1978, it served as their first real statement of identity. Featured on the album Infinity, the track not only increased their presence on rock radio, but also marked the arrival of Steve Perry, the element that completely transformed the band's sound. The song carries strong energy with standout guitar work from Neil Schon, but what makes it memorable is the melody and emotional build. Perry's vocals don't just deliver power, they add a depth that Journey previously lacked. Though not their highest charting song, it played a key role in defining their direction. This was when Journey began moving away from instrumental heavy music toward structured, emotionally rich songs. It can be seen as a successful experiment, where Journey first saw the complete version of themselves in the future. Number 6. Any Way You Want It. When Journey needed a real push into the mainstream, Any Way You Want It arrived at the perfect time. Released in 1980 on the album Departure, it quickly reached the top 25 on the Billboard Hot 100 and became one of their most popular rock songs. With its fast tempo, powerful guitar riffs, and incredibly catchy melody, the song delivers an explosive feeling from the very first seconds. It's the kind of track that makes listeners want to get up and move. The song also frequently appears in sports events and pop culture, helping bring Journey closer to a global audience. No longer a niche rock band, they became a familiar name to the masses. More importantly, it marked a major commercial breakthrough, solidifying their place in the music industry. This isn't just a fun song, it's the turning point that officially placed Journey among the top rock bands. Number 5. Be Good to Yourself. By 1986, when many bands of their era were starting to lose momentum, Journey maintained their form. Be Good to Yourself, released on the album Raised on Radio, proved that by quickly reaching the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100. The song carries positive energy, combining a strong melody with a simple yet effective message. Treat yourself well. This was a phase where Journey focused not only on sound, but also on meaningful messages. The changing music landscape of the 80s forced many bands to adapt. Journey did too, but without losing their identity. Be Good to Yourself isn't about breakthrough, it's about consistency at a high level. It shows that Journey didn't just know how to achieve success, but also how to sustain it in a constantly changing environment. Number 4. Separate Ways. Separate Ways is one of Journey's most iconic songs. Released in 1983, it quickly reached the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100 and became one of their biggest hits. What stands out is the combination of synth and guitar, a sound very characteristic of the 80s, yet still distinctly Journey. This fusion creates a track that feels both modern and emotional. Steve Perry's vocals take center stage, especially in the climactic sections where emotion peaks. That's what makes the song a highlight in live performances. Separate Ways isn't just a successful track, it proves that Journey had fully mastered their style. They knew exactly who they were and executed it perfectly. At this point, if you love Journey songs like these and feel they touch memories that time can't erase, hit like and subscribe. We're here to preserve the most genuine emotions of music. And the journey isn't over yet. Number 3. Who's Crying Now? Who's Crying Now shows another side of Journey, more refined and balanced. Released in 1981 on the album Escape, it quickly reached the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100 and received strong positive feedback. Not too heavy on rock, yet not entirely a ballad, the song sits at the intersection of both worlds. This restraint gives it a unique appeal, making it easy for listeners to connect. Steve Perry's vocals are fully showcased, smoothly transitioning across emotional ranges. Each section is carefully constructed, guiding listeners naturally from softness to climax. The song proves Journey doesn't need explosive energy to impress. Sometimes control and subtlety are what make them stand out in a competitive market. Number 2, Don't Stop Believin'. No song represents Journey better than Don't Stop Believin'. Released in 1981, it initially reached the top 10, but over time became one of the most listened to songs in history. With its simple yet captivating piano intro, it quickly won over listeners. Its relatable story, combined with an iconic chorus, helped it live on across generations. The rise of digital platforms pushed the song to new heights, with millions of downloads and streams worldwide. More importantly, it delivers a powerful message of hope and belief, making it timeless. This isn't just a famous song, it's a cultural symbol, and it's the track that transformed Journey from a band into a true legend. Number 1, Still They Ride. After all the highs, Journey closes the journey with Still They Ride. Though not their biggest hit, the song carries deep emotional value. With its gentle melody and nostalgic lyrics, it feels like a reflection on the past, the journey, and unforgettable memories. Unlike explosive rock tracks, it showcases Journey's artistic depth. It proves they're not just entertainers, but storytellers through music. The song doesn't need to top charts to matter. Its value lies in emotion, a quiet yet meaningful ending. And it's this lingering feeling that ensures Journey is not only remembered, but honored as a legend. That's 10 songs that turned Journey into rock legends, not just because of chart success, but because of their lasting impact across generations of listeners. What do you think? Did this list miss any Journey songs? Leave a comment below and share your favorite track. If you enjoy legendary rock stories like this, hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the next video. The story of Journey is just the beginning. The next video will be even more surprising. Guns N' Roses. You've definitely heard at least one of their songs. But do you know which track truly made their name? Over 100 million records sold worldwide, that's no coincidence. The fact that their music still lives on today is proof of that. Today, I'm going to tell you about the 10 songs that built their legacy. And in this list, you might not agree with me, but stay until the end to understand how these 10 songs gradually turned them into legends. Number 10, It's So Easy. To become a different kind of band, sometimes it doesn't start with big hits, but with very small yet decisive choices. And for Guns N' Roses, It's So Easy was one of the first signs of that. Released on the album Appetite for Destruction, the song wasn't a major chart success. It wasn't favored by radio, nor was it the first track mainstream audiences remember. But the value of It's So Easy lies somewhere else. In the late 80s, when many bands began making more accessible music to reach the masses, Guns N' Roses went in the opposite direction. The song carries a cold, raw tone and almost no intention of pleasing listeners on the first listen. That honesty created a very distinct identity. Not trying to be accessible, but accepting that not everyone will like it. It's So Easy wasn't the song that took them to the top, but it was one of the first building blocks. shaping how Guns N' Roses would exist, not following trends, but creating their own path. And sometimes that's exactly where a legend begins. Number 9, Mr. Brownstone.
Get up around 7, get out of bed around 9.
If It's So Easy showed their difference, then Mr. Brownstone helped Guns N' Roses build something even more important: trust from listeners. Released on Appetite for Destruction, the song didn't rank high on Billboard and wasn't a traditional hit. But over time, it became one of the most talked about tracks when discussing the authenticity of their music.
We've been dancing with Mr. Brownstone.
What makes Mr. Brownstone special is how it goes against the norms of the time. While many bands maintained a polished image and safe storytelling, Guns N' Roses spoke directly. No metaphors, no sugarcoating. A story told almost head-on, without distance between the writer and the listener. And that created a very different connection. Listeners might not like it immediately, but they feel the truth, and once they believe it, they stay for a long time. Mr. Brownstone wasn't a commercial breakthrough, but it was an important step in identity, helping Guns N' Roses not just be heard, but be trusted. And in rock, that trust is what helps a band last longer than any chart position. Number 8, Rocket Queen. At a time when Guns N' Roses were still clearly defining their identity, Rocket Queen appeared as a bold statement. Included in Appetite for Destruction, the track wasn't a major chart hit, but it's one of the songs that most clearly shows their musical freedom. The standout point of Rocket Queen lies in its unconventional structure. The song shifts through multiple emotional states, from powerful and rebellious to slower and more introspective toward the end. This change isn't meant to please listeners, but reflects the band's spontaneous spirit. Musically, the track shows they weren't confined to a fixed style. From strong guitar riffs to softer transitions, everything creates a different experience compared to mainstream rock songs of that time. Rocket Queen isn't the easiest song to approach, but it signals that Guns N' Roses had begun exploring their musical depth. And from here, they weren't just a band that grabbed attention, but a band with a clear identity. Number 7, Patience. Patience marks a very clear shift in how Guns N' Roses approached music. Released in 1989 on the album GNR Lies, the track quickly stood out for being completely different from their usual image. No more roaring electric guitars or explosive energy, the song is built almost entirely on acoustic guitar. The space becomes simpler, but opens up an emotional depth rarely seen before.
Said woman, take it slow, it'll work.
Maybe if you've ever listened to Patience on a quiet evening, you'll understand this feeling isn't like any other rock song of theirs. Axl Rose's vocals take center stage, not showcasing technique, but focusing on sincerity. That restraint makes the song more emotionally accessible. Patience isn't a step back, but an expansion, showing they can create not only powerful energy, but also connect with listeners in a gentler way. This is when they proved that a rock band doesn't always have to be loud to be memorable. If you still remember the feeling of hearing melodies like this for the first time, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're here to preserve the memories that music once brought, and this journey is still continuing. Number 6, Paradise City. When Guns N' Roses needed a song that could strongly connect with a mainstream audience, Paradise City arrived at the perfect time. Released on Appetite for Destruction, the track quickly became one of their most beloved rock songs. What makes it special is how it's structured. Not exploding from the start, Paradise City begins with a gentle, almost predictable rhythm. But as it progresses, the energy keeps building, creating a powerful climax. This gradual rise pulls listeners along the song's journey rather than focusing on a single moment. It's also what makes the track stand out in live performances. In terms of mass appeal, Paradise City helped Guns N' Roses reach a wider audience, not just within rock but beyond the genre. This isn't just a successful song, it's proof of the band's ability to control emotion and energy. Number 5. Sweet Child O' Mine. Many people still consider this the greatest song by Guns N' Roses. But for me, it only ranks at number 5. Because at the moment the band began to explode globally, Sweet Child O' Mine was almost the gateway that brought them to the mainstream audience. Released in 1987, the track quickly climbed to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, a success not every rock song can achieve. Slash's guitar intro became iconic, not complex but distinctive enough to stay in listeners' minds from the very first seconds. The song carries a clear, more accessible melody compared to most of what Guns N' Roses had done. And that's exactly what helped it break beyond the limits of rock, reaching even those who had never listened to rock before. But because of that, from another perspective, Sweet Child O' Mine isn't the clearest portrait of the raw, wild edge, the element that truly defined their identity. This is the peak in terms of popularity. But when it comes to the band's true character, there are still other songs that represent them better. What about you? Do you agree with Sweet Child O' Mine being at number 5? Leave your opinion in the comments. Number 4. Don't Cry. Don't Cry appeared during a period when Guns N' Roses were expanding their music toward a more emotional direction. Released in 1991 on the album Use Your Illusion, the song quickly became one of their most notable ballads. No longer carrying their usual rough edge, the track offers a more direct approach. The melody is clear, and the emotion is delivered from the very first lines, making it easy for listeners to connect. Axl Rose's vocals play a key role, balancing strength and vulnerability. Don't Cry helped Guns N' Roses reach a broader audience, especially those who don't radically listen to rock. This is not just a love song, but proof that they could evolve without losing their identity. Number 3. Night Train. When talking about Guns N' Roses, there are songs that are extremely famous. But there are also songs that, after just a few seconds, bring back an entire era. Night Train is one of them. Released in 1987 on the album Appetite for Destruction, this track wasn't the highest charting song, nor was it the most played on the radio. But for those who listened to rock at that time, the feeling it delivers is unmistakable. From the very first beats, the song doesn't slowly build. It hits the listener directly, fast, powerful, and very real. Axl Rose's vocals combined with Slash's guitar create a sound that doesn't need explanation. You just hear it and understand. It's not polished, it doesn't try to be perfect, but that's exactly what makes it more relatable. This isn't a song meant to impress the masses instantly, but one that those who've heard it remember for a very long time. And in the journey of Guns N' Roses, Night Train isn't just a track, but a part of memory. something that helped them not only be known, but be remembered. Number 2. November Rain. November Rain is one of the most ambitious projects by Guns N' Roses. Released in 1991, the song doesn't follow the typical structure of a rock track, but is built more like a long composition with multiple emotional layers. Starting with piano, the song gradually expands with guitar, orchestration, and clearly arranged climaxes. Every part serves a purpose, creating a cinematic whole. Axl Rose's vocals, along with Slash's guitar work, elevate the song to another level. November Rain is not just a successful track, but a major artistic step forward. It shows that Guns N' Roses didn't just rely on instinct, but could also create structured and deeply layered works. Number 1. Welcome to the Jungle.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games.
After everything, Welcome to the Jungle remains the most important starting point in Guns N' Roses' journey. Even if it wasn't their biggest commercial hit, it was the song that defined how they were perceived from the very beginning. It didn't try to be perfect, but it was different enough to change everything. Later songs may be more refined, more popular, but without this starting point, their journey might have gone in a completely different direction. Welcome to the Jungle is not just a song. It's the moment when an unknown band began to become an icon. And moments like that don't change over time. Those are the 10 songs that turned Guns N' Roses into hard rock legends, not only because of their chart success, but because of the mark they left on every generation of listeners. What do you think? Is there any Guns N' Roses track that I missed on this list? Leave a comment below and share the song you think deserves to be here. If you enjoy rock stories like this, don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss upcoming videos. And remember, the story of Guns N' Roses is just one part. Other legends are still waiting to be told. Behind it all are 10 of the most important songs, tracks that not only succeeded on the charts, but also shaped an entire generation. In this video, you will see how the journey of rock in 1975 began. How many of them do you still remember? Let's begin. Number 10. Lights. Before becoming a global phenomenon, Journey needed an identity, and Lights was the beginning. Released in 1978 on the album Infinity, Lights was one of the first songs to help Journey reach mainstream audiences. Even though it only achieved moderate chart success, it had lasting power and became a symbol closely tied to the city of San Francisco. What makes Lights special is its balance between rock and ballad. This was the phase where Journey began to transform, from an instrumental-focused band into one centered on melody and emotion, especially after Steve Perry joined. Lights isn't their biggest hit, but it's a crucial foundation. It shaped the style Journey would later develop. Emotional, accessible, and deeply connected to listeners. Over time, it became one of the most beloved songs in their live performances, and it's these early building blocks that helped Journey create a solid path toward becoming legends.
Lights go down in the city.
Number 9. Robot Man. In 1975, most hard rock radio still carried a heavy blues influence, and everything sounded relatively clean. Then Scorpions created Robot Man. The song didn't sound like a hit. It sounded like something crawling out of the dark basement of European rock. Uli John Roth's guitar wasn't trying to sound perfect. It was wild, distorted, and nearly out of control at certain moments. While many bands at the time were still trying to keep things radio-friendly, Scorpions sounded like they were dragging hard rock into something far more dangerous. That's what made Robot Man different. If you were a guitar-loving teenager in the mid-70s, this was the kind of song that made you realize rock music was no longer just entertainment. It was becoming darker, colder, and more unpredictable. Interestingly, the song never became a major hit, but many longtime fans still see it as the first moment Scorpions truly found their soul. No glamour, no commercial polish, just guitars and danger. Number 8. In Trance. There was a time when Scorpions stood between two worlds. One was old psychedelic, the other was emerging hard rock, and In Trance was the bridge between them. From the very first melodies, the song creates a very different atmosphere. Not too aggressive, but haunting, like a half-awake dream. What makes it special is how the guitar and vocals blend together, not competing, but complementing, creating a rare depth in rock at that time.
My eyes, I think today it's getting better with a sip of...
This is not a track that is easy to appreciate immediately, but the more you listen, the more you get pulled in. In Trance marked the first time Scorpions truly controlled their sound. No longer scattered experiments, but a clear direction. And from that moment, they were no longer searching for a path. They began creating their own. Number 7. TNT. TNT is one of the most important songs in AC/DC's early career. Released in 1975, it arrived as a bold statement of the band's identity. With a simple yet powerful guitar riff, the track quickly became one of AC/DC's most recognizable songs. But what makes it memorable isn't just the sound, it's the attitude.
Got no knife. Don't you start no fight.
Bon Scott's vocals don't just deliver energy, they bring a rebellious spirit that AC/DC hadn't fully defined before. Even though it wasn't their highest charting track, it played a key role in shaping their direction. This was the moment AC/DC made it clear they didn't follow trends. They created their own style. You could say the song is like a successful manifesto where AC/DC first revealed the complete version of themselves. And at this point, if AC/DC's music still resonates with you, hit like and subscribe. Because here, we don't just talk about music, we revisit emotions that time can't erase. This journey might surprise you by the end of the video. Number 6. No One to Depend On. There are songs that don't need to be big hits to be important. No One to Depend On is one of them. This is not a song you hear once and immediately remember, but it's one that makes you come back again and again. Everything in the song revolves around groove, a steady rhythm, not too fast, not too slow, but enough to pull you in without you realizing it. The guitar doesn't lead in a traditional way, it blends into the whole, becoming part of the musical flow. This is the kind of track that doesn't need a clear climax, doesn't need an explosion, but still holds attention from start to finish, and that's what makes it special. Santana didn't just create big moments, they created lasting experiences, and songs like this helped them build a loyal fan base, not because of flashiness, but because of the very real feeling their music brings. Number 5. Broken Down Angel. One of the songs that brought Nazareth closer to mainstream audiences is Broken Down Angel. Released in 1973, the track quickly made a strong impression thanks to its combination of deep emotion and a tightly structured rock arrangement. Unlike more energy-driven songs, it begins gently before gradually building into an emotional climax. Dan McCafferty's vocals deliver a clear sense of sincerity, making each line feel like a real and heartfelt story. It is also one of the few Nazareth songs to achieve notable chart success, reaching the UK top 10. However, its true value goes beyond numbers. It demonstrates the band's ability to balance commercial appeal with artistic depth. Over the years, Broken Down Angel remains one of their most emotionally powerful songs, proving the depth they were capable of reaching. Number 4. Let It Be.
Find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes.
Some songs are born in the hardest moments, yet bring peace to millions. Let It Be is one of those songs by the Beatles, blending pop rock and gospel into a gentle yet emotional melody.
Speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
It was released at a time when the band faced many changes, especially before Paul McCartney announced his departure. That gave the song deeper meaning, not just as music, but as acceptance. When listening to lines like "Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be," one can feel a clear sense of comfort, like a reminder that sometimes the best thing we can do is let go.
Let it be, let it be, let it be.
The song touched many hearts and reached number 1 in the US and many other countries. It doesn't need complexity to be great, because its simplicity and sincerity make it unforgettable. Number 3. Suspicious Minds.
Cause I love you too much, baby.
After a period of slowdown, Elvis Presley made a strong comeback with Suspicious Minds. This pop soul track was not only a hit, but also a symbol of his impressive resurgence.
We can't go on together with suspicious minds.
With rich orchestration from strings and horns combined with constantly shifting rhythms, the song creates a dramatic and captivating musical experience. It also became Elvis's 17th number 1 hit in the United States, and the last time he reached the top spot during his lifetime. The success of Suspicious Minds not only reaffirmed Elvis's legendary status, but also showed he could adapt, innovate, and continue shining in a changing era. And perhaps it is moments like these that make Elvis's music never feel old.
We can't build our dreams on suspicious minds.
If you feel that too, if these melodies touch a memory you've kept deep inside, hit like and subscribe. We are here to preserve the most genuine emotions of music, and this journey continues with you.
Good thing die, oh no.
Number 2. Don't Stop Me Now.
Turn it inside out, yeah.
One of Queen's most energetic songs, released in 1978 on the album Jazz and written by Freddie Mercury. From the very first piano chords, it creates excitement, like stepping into a limitless night.
Racing car passing by like Lady Godiva.
The song never slows down. Everything flows continuously from verse to chorus, blending piano and guitar into a non-stop stream of energy. Freddie's vocal performance expresses pure freedom, making listeners feel released from all limits.
Explode, I'm burning through the sky.
Live, it becomes one of the most explosive moments, with audiences singing and moving together. This unstoppable energy makes it one of Queen's most beloved songs.
Yes, I'm a good time. I don't want to stop at all.
Number 1. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Life had just begun.
One of the most revolutionary songs in music history. Released in 1975 on the album A Night at the Opera, it breaks all traditional structures by combining ballad, opera, and rock into one piece.
Nothing really matters.
Written by Freddie Mercury, it was a bold experiment that achieved rare perfection. Each section has its own identity, yet together they form a seamless and emotional whole. Despite early doubts about its length and complexity, it quickly became a global phenomenon. Its value lies not only in technique, but in its emotional impact. Each listen reveals something new. It is not just a song, but a musical legacy.
To me.
These songs are not just hits. They have become true milestones, shaping music across generations and continuing to resonate to this day. Do you have a favorite song from this list? Or is there a track you think deserves to be mentioned? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey back in time, consider subscribing so you don't miss what comes next. Another list, another era, and more unforgettable stories. Click on the next video and keep exploring. You've definitely heard at least one Nirvana song before. But do you remember exactly which song turned them into the voice of an entire generation? It's no coincidence that more than 30 years later, their music still echoes through radio stations, MTV reruns, and the memories of millions of fans around the world. And in this video, we're looking back at the 10 songs that turned Nirvana into rock legends. Number 10. The Man Who Sold the World.
We passed upon the stair.
To become legendary, sometimes a band doesn't need to write the most famous song. They just need to make it their own. And for Nirvana, The Man Who Sold the World was exactly that moment.
Long time ago.
Performed during MTV Unplugged in 1993, the performance quickly became one of the most unforgettable moments in 90s rock history. Even though the song originally belonged to David Bowie, Nirvana gave it an entirely different feeling. Darker, fragile, and deeply lonely. What made this version special wasn't technical skill or showmanship. It was the raw emotion. Kurt Cobain's voice sounded exhausted yet deeply emotional, almost like someone trying to keep himself from falling apart.
Now, babe, I never lost control.
If you watched MTV back then, you probably remember how the entire room seemed to fall silent once the song began. No more of the usual grunge chaos, just music and emotion. The Man Who Sold the World wasn't Nirvana's biggest hit, but this performance proved they weren't just another rebellious grunge band. They were a band with enough depth to become part of rock history. Number 9. Rape Me.
Rape me again.
The more famous Nirvana became, the harder they were to control, and Rape Me was the clearest example of that. Right from the title alone, the song sparked massive controversy across MTV, radio stations, and the entire music industry. Many stores refused to sell the album, the media constantly criticized it, but Kurt Cobain seemed completely uninterested in making things more comfortable for mainstream success. And that's exactly what made Nirvana different from the rest of early 90s rock. While many bands started adjusting their image to please MTV, Nirvana almost did the opposite. The more famous they became, the more unpredictable they got. Rape Me sounds raw, uncomfortable, and repetitive like an intentional provocation. But behind all the controversy was Kurt's suffocating frustration with fame, the media, and the music business itself. What made it unforgettable was that Nirvana fans seemed to love that instability. The feeling of never knowing what the band would say next, do next, or when they might destroy everything. And maybe that's exactly what made Nirvana one of the most unforgettable bands of the MTV generation. Let us know in the comments. Do you think Rape Me was misunderstood, or one of the boldest songs in alternative rock history? Number 8. Drain You. Drain You wasn't Nirvana's biggest hit, but for many longtime fans, this was the song that captured the true spirit of the band better than anything else. Released on Nevermind in 1991, the track contained almost every element that helped Nirvana redefine alternative rock in the early 90s. Chaotic, distorted, strange, yet incredibly catchy. Kurt Cobain once said this was one of his favorite songs he ever wrote, and it's easy to understand why. Drain You sounds like it's about to explode at any moment, filled with unusual noise effects and a structure that felt completely unpolished compared to mainstream rock at the time. But that messy energy was exactly what made Nirvana different. In the early 90s, alternative rock started moving away from the glossy production style of the 80s. It became more real, more raw, and more connected to the emotions of young people. And Drain You sounded like the perfect soundtrack for that shift. This wasn't just a fan favorite, it was proof of how Nirvana helped push alternative rock into an entirely new era. Number 7. All Apologies.
All apologies.
Some songs sound like a goodbye, even when nobody realizes it yet. And All Apologies was one of those songs. Released in 1993 on the album In Utero, the track quickly topped the modern rock charts and earned a Grammy nomination, proving Nirvana was still the biggest name in alternative rock in the early 90s. But what made All Apologies special wasn't the charts or awards, it was the emotion hidden inside it. Unlike the explosive energy of Nevermind, this song felt far more exhausted and dark. Kurt Cobain's voice sounded quieter, more fragile, almost like someone completely drained by fame and the pressure surrounding him. The MTV Unplugged version made the song even more haunting. If you watched that performance when it first aired, you probably still remember how the entire audience seemed completely silent. All Apologies didn't spark a cultural revolution like Smells Like Teen Spirit, but it proved Nirvana could still dominate rock music even as their sound became darker and more difficult. And that was exactly what pushed them far beyond being just another grunge band, into true rock legends. Number 6. About a Girl. Before Nirvana changed rock music in the early 90s, they first had to prove they were more than just another chaotic grunge band from Seattle. And About a Girl was the beginning of that. Released on Bleach in 1989, the song revealed a very different side of Nirvana compared to most underground rock bands at the time. Even with its raw guitar sound, the track featured an incredibly memorable melody and a structure much closer to classic rock. What's interesting is that Kurt Cobain was influenced by the Beatles far more than most people realized, and that influence is obvious in About a Girl. This was the moment Nirvana began separating themselves from the rest of the grunge scene. They weren't just noisy or rebellious, they genuinely knew how to write songs that connected with people. Maybe without About a Girl, there would never have been a Nevermind later on. And songs like this laid the very first foundation for Nirvana's journey from a small underground band to one of the greatest rock legends of the 1990s. Number 5. In Bloom. In Bloom was one of Nirvana's strangest songs. It was catchy, easy to listen to, and the chorus practically made people want to sing along. But behind that almost cheerful melody was Kurt Cobain's bitter sarcasm toward people who listened to Nirvana without truly understanding them. The lyrics sound simple, but it perfectly captured Kurt's frustration as Nirvana started becoming a global phenomenon. In the early 90s, MTV played them constantly, magazine covers were everywhere, and In Bloom quickly reached the top 5 on the modern rock charts. At that point, Nirvana was no longer just an underground band from Seattle. They had become the face of the entire alternative rock era. The music video reflected that perfectly. parodying fake and mechanical-looking 1960s TV shows. In Bloom wasn't just a massive hit. It marked the moment Nirvana began feeling disconnected from the very world they had created. Number 4. Heart-Shaped Box. By the time Heart-Shaped Box arrived, Nirvana was no longer just a rock band. They had become a cultural phenomenon, and honestly, that pressure was starting to show clearly on Kurt Cobain's face. Released in 1993 on the album In Utero, Heart-Shaped Box felt far darker than Nevermind. Everything sounded more distorted, heavier, almost claustrophobic. But that was exactly what made the song haunting. Even though it was darker and harder to listen to than most of their earlier hits, Heart-Shaped Box still quickly topped the modern rock charts and became the biggest song from In Utero. MTV practically played the music video non-stop throughout 1993. Kurt's guitar no longer tried to sound beautiful. It sounded like it was bleeding, and his voice almost sounded like someone completely exhausted. At the time, many people focused on Kurt's relationship with Courtney Love. The media was obsessed with them. But what made Heart-Shaped Box timeless wasn't the scandal. Number 3. Smells Like Teen Spirit. No song changed Nirvana's life more dramatically than Smells Like Teen Spirit. Released in 1991 on the album Nevermind, the song quickly broke into the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100, and almost overnight, Nirvana became the biggest phenomenon in early 90s rock. If you lived through that era, you probably still remember turning on MTV and hearing Smells Like Teen Spirit almost everywhere. What made Nirvana special was how completely different they sounded from the rest of rock at the time. No hairspray, no shiny leather pants, just flannel shirts, messy hair, and a raw sound that felt like it could explode at any moment. And young people back then loved it, loved how real it felt, messy, imperfect. Number 2. Lithium. Lithium was probably the song that best captured the formula that made Nirvana legendary. Quiet, then explosive, gentle, then completely out of control. Released in 1992 on Nevermind, the song quickly topped the modern rock charts and became one of the defining anthems of early 90s alternative rock. What made Lithium special was the contrast in its structure. The verses were almost whispered, with Kurt Cobain sounding like he was trying to keep everything from collapsing. Then the chorus arrived, and everything exploded into distorted guitars and uncontrolled emotion. It wasn't just a rock song, it felt like an emotional breakdown turned into music. I'm so horny, that's okay, my will is... College radio stations, MTV, and alternative audiences almost treated Lithium as the voice of an entire lonely generation in the early 90s. If you've ever driven alone at night with the FM radio quietly playing in the background, you probably understand why this song felt so special. It wasn't just something people listened to, it was something they lived with. Number 1. Come As You Are. After all the chaos, fame, and pressure, Come As You Are may still be the song that best represented the spirit of Nirvana. Released in 1992 on the album Nevermind, the track quickly became one of the band's most iconic songs and helped push alternative rock into mainstream MTV culture in the early 90s. But what made Come As You Are timeless wasn't just the haunting guitar riff or the dark melody, it was the message. Come As You Are. Simple, but incredibly powerful. At a time when so many young people felt lost and disconnected, Nirvana didn't tell them to become more perfect or cooler. They said the opposite. Come exactly as you are. Well, I swear Maybe that's why the song still feels special today. If you ever listen to Nirvana through a Walkman, cassette tape, or late-night FM radio, you probably understand that feeling. The feeling that a song truly understands you. And that was exactly what made Nirvana the voice of an entire generation. Those were the 10 songs that turned Nirvana into rock legends. Not just because of their success, but because of the feeling they left behind for an entire generation. Because the truth is, a lot of bands sell millions of albums, but not many bands make listeners feel, this band understands me. Maybe that's why even after more than 30 years, Nirvana's music has never truly disappeared. What do you think? Do you feel there's another Nirvana song that deserved a spot on this list? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if you still remember what it felt like hearing Nirvana for the very first time on MTV, cassette tapes, or late-night FM radio, then maybe that memory will never truly leave you. Not every band becomes a legend, but Nazareth did. Not just through fame, but through songs powerful enough to stand the test of time. From the rock stages of the 1970s to today, their music still carries the same energy, still makes listeners feel like it's the first time. Today we'll look back at 10 songs that turned Nazareth into legends. How many of them do you remember? Let's begin. Number 10, Dream On.
Though you're fooling yourself, dream on.
Released in 1972, Dream On is one of the first songs to reveal Nazareth's emotional depth. Unlike the heavier rock tracks they were known for, this song creates a calm and reflective atmosphere. With Dan McCafferty's signature raspy voice, the track delivers a feeling that is both fragile and powerful, easily connecting with listeners from the very first notes. Although it was not a major chart hit at the time, Dream On quickly won over audiences. It shows another side of the band, where emotion and sincerity take center stage. Every listen reminds us why Nazareth is more than just a hard rock band. They have the ability to turn a simple melody into a deeply emotional experience. Over the years, Dream On has retained its appeal, like a timeless confession. Number 9, Turn On Your Receiver. Turn On Your Receiver presents a clearer picture of Nazareth's raw rock essence. With sharp guitar work and a powerful rhythm, the song delivers a direct, no-frills energy that pulls listeners in immediately. Dan McCafferty's vocals come through with force, like a call echoing in a time when rock was rapidly evolving. The track does not rely on complexity, but instead focuses on rawness and authenticity, elements that became the band's unmistakable signature. Although it did not achieve high rankings on pop charts, its true value lies in its influence within the rock community. It proves that Nazareth did not need to top the charts to leave a lasting mark. And perhaps that's why, years later, Turn On Your Receiver still holds its powerful energy, reminding us that some songs don't need to be number one to live forever. If you've ever felt that, stay with us by subscribing and continue this journey through rock legends, because the next song might just be part of your own memory. Number 8, Expect No Mercy. If there is one song that marks Nazareth's heavier transformation, it is Expect No Mercy. Released in 1977, the track delivers a sound that is heavier, thicker, and more aggressive than anything the band had done before. From driving guitar riffs to pounding drums, every element builds a tense and intense atmosphere. Dan McCafferty's vocals explode with raw emotion, carrying an almost uncontrollable energy. It was not a major chart hit, but that does not diminish its power. On the contrary, Expect No Mercy became a favorite among rock fans, where intensity and attitude matter more than numbers. Over time, the song has come to represent Nazareth at their most powerful, a period when they were not afraid to push their music to its limits. Number 7. Shanghaied in Shanghai. Not all of Nazareth's songs are heavy, and Shanghaied in Shanghai is a perfect example of that contrast. Released in 1974, the track brings a fresh feel with a flexible rhythm and a catchy groove. Unlike pure rock songs, this one shows the band experimenting with their musical approach. The melody is more accessible, the delivery more playful, yet it still retains their unique identity. Although it did not achieve major chart success, it played an important role in expanding Nazareth's musical range. It shows they were not confined to a single style, but always willing to explore new directions. Today, the song is remembered as a distinctive highlight, proving the band's versatility and creativity during their peak years. Number 6. Bad Bad Boy. Another side of Nazareth is clearly shown in Bad Bad Boy, a song that captures the free-spirited and carefree attitude of 1970s rock. Released in 1973, it quickly attracts listeners with its catchy melody and positive energy from the very first seconds. The simple yet effective guitar work provides a solid foundation, while the signature raspy vocals add a raw and engaging character. This is the kind of song that doesn't need complexity to pull listeners in naturally. It achieved notable success in the UK, reaching the top 10 and helping expand Nazareth's influence during that period. But what truly makes Bad Bad Boy memorable is not just the numbers. It's how it connects with listeners in a direct, emotional, and relatable way. Bad, bad boy, and I'm gonna steal your love. And perhaps that's why it still holds its charm today, as a reminder of the band's fun yet unmistakably rock spirit. But if you think that's everything, stay until the end, because the songs that follow are not just hits, but the pieces that turned Nazareth into legends, carving their name into rock history. These are the moments when music is no longer just something to hear, but something to remember forever. Number 5. Broken Down Angel. One of the songs that brought Nazareth closer to mainstream audiences is Broken Down Angel. Released in 1973, the track quickly made a strong impression thanks to its combination of deep emotion and a tightly structured rock arrangement. Unlike more energy-driven songs, it begins gently before gradually building into an emotional climax. Dan McCafferty's vocals deliver a clear sense of sincerity, making each line feel like a real and heartfelt story. It is also one of the few Nazareth songs to achieve notable chart success, reaching the UK top 10. However, its true value goes beyond numbers. It demonstrates the band's ability to balance commercial appeal with artistic depth. Over the years, Broken Down Angel remains one of their most emotionally powerful songs, proving the depth they were capable of reaching. Number 4. This Flight Tonight. Not every hit is written from scratch, and This Flight Tonight is a perfect example of that. When Nazareth decided to cover Joni Mitchell's song, they transformed it into something entirely new. Released in 1973, their version is faster, heavier, and far more energetic than the original folk version. Sharp guitar work and a driving rhythm turned the track into an explosive experience. Notably, the song achieved strong success on the UK charts and was even preferred by many rock audiences over the original. This is one of those rare moments when a cover not only succeeds, but redefines the song itself. Over time, This Flight Tonight became one of Nazareth's most iconic recordings, showcasing their creativity and ability to reinvent music. Number 3. Razamanaz. Sometimes a song doesn't need to top the charts to make a lasting impact, and Razamanaz is a perfect example. Released in 1973, the track delivers explosive energy and helped Nazareth define their signature sound. With its fast rhythm, sharp guitar work, and confident performance, it quickly became one of the band's standout early rock tracks. This was the period when they began building their reputation on the international stage. Although it wasn't a major pop chart hit, Razamanaz had a strong influence within the rock community. It received frequent radio play and became a staple in live performances. Over the years, the song has retained its explosive energy, standing as a statement of Nazareth's arrival in the rock world. And perhaps it is moments like this that keep their music from ever truly fading. If you feel that too, if these melodies still touch a deeply personal memory, hit like and subscribe. We are here to preserve the most authentic moments of rock, and this journey continues with you. Number 2. Hair of the Dog. By the mid-1970s, Nazareth had found their signature sound, and Hair of the Dog is the clearest proof. Released in 1975, the song quickly became one of the band's most iconic tracks. With its powerful guitar riff and unmistakable hook, it leaves a strong impression from the very first seconds. Dan McCafferty's vocals bring a rebellious attitude that clearly sets it apart from many bands of the time. Although it didn't reach high positions on pop charts, it became a major hit within the rock community, especially in the United States. It was frequently played on radio and became a highlight of live shows. Hair of the Dog is not just a song, it is a statement of Nazareth's style and identity. Number 1. Love Hurts. And at number 1, Love Hurts. Released in 1975, this song brought Nazareth to an entirely new level. Although it is a cover, they turned it into the definitive version associated with their name. The track quickly achieved major international success, reaching the Billboard Hot 100 Top 10 and becoming the biggest hit of the band's career. However, what makes Love Hurts special is not just its chart performance. Dan McCafferty's raspy, emotional voice delivers a rare sense of honesty, making every line feel painful yet beautiful. The slow melody, combined with powerful delivery, creates a timeless ballad. Decades later, Love Hurts remains the song that defines Nazareth, proof that genuine music outlives any chart position. These songs are not just music. They are pieces that helped shape a part of rock history. From small stages to massive arenas, Nazareth left an unforgettable mark, not only through hits, but through the emotions they brought to listeners. If you've ever felt that too, hit like and subscribe so we can continue this journey together, because there are still many stories and many legends waiting to be told. Did you know, with just a few songs, a band can change the whole world? Not because they are famous, but because their music has made everything different. The Beatles are a clear proof of that, as they not only created beloved hit songs, but also sparked a widespread rock wave that changed the way we perceive music. And today, we will look back at 10 songs that built that legend, songs that are not only listened to, but remembered, sung along to, and lived with across generations. Let's see how many of them you recognize. If you love music as much as we do, Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like, because this journey is just getting started. Number 10. In My Life.
There are places I remember.
There are songs that don't need to be too complex, yet still stay with people for a very long time. In My Life is one of those songs by the Beatles. Appearing on the album Rubber Soul, the track carries a clear Baroque pop style, partly thanks to the refined arrangement by George Martin.
These places have their moments.
The melody is gentle but memorable. It doesn't need a strong climax, yet it still leaves a very distinct mark in the listener's heart. What's special is that the song shows a more personal side of John Lennon, where he reflects on memories, people, and moments from his life. Even though at that time there were disagreements between Lennon and Paul McCartney in songwriting, it did not lessen the beauty of what the Beatles created. On the contrary, those differences contributed to the band's clear evolution in sound.
The people and things that went before.
And in just over 2.5 minutes, In My Life is not only a memorable song, but also proof of the band's growth in storytelling through music.
Love you more.
Number 9. Something.
Attracts me like no other lover.
Nothing is more romantic than a song that can express emotions you cannot put into words. Something is such a song by the Beatles. Led by George Harrison, the track proved that the quiet Beatle was not only a talented guitarist, but also a songwriter capable of creating deeply emotional love songs.
Somewhere in a smile, she knows.
The melody is soft and smooth, not flashy, yet powerful enough to touch listeners from the very first notes. That subtlety helped the song quickly gain popularity, and beyond that, it reached number 1 on the Billboard chart in the United States, a clear testament to its appeal.
Stick around now, it may show.
Something doesn't need a big climax or complex structure, yet it leaves a deep impression. And sometimes it is exactly that simplicity that makes a song timeless.
You know I believe in how.
Number 8. Help.
I was younger, so much younger than today.
It sounds cheerful and energetic, but behind it lies a completely different story. Help is the title track of the Beatles' 1965 film, and upon release, it quickly topped the charts in both the US and the UK, becoming one of the band's standout songs of that period.
And I do appreciate you being around.
With its fast, catchy rhythm, Help clearly reflects the band's rapidly growing fame. This was when they were not just successful, but a global phenomenon. However, that explosion also brought pressure, and this is evident in the song's energy.